Hello, everybody. I'm Zenith Warrior Princess, and welcome back to Poke Monday, or well, Poke uh, Wednesday as it is now, Yellow, where we play Pokemon and we continue with our Pokemon marathon. It's been a little bit of a while since we played the Pokemon. I was going to play it before, but then work and other stuff, and then I didn't work today because my back has been hurting me, so we're going to stream some Pokemans. And Ari, the jellies are right here. We can feel it in our jellies. I'm joined by Eli and Philip, and
Hello.
we're going to continue with this Pokemon adventure. Now,
Yes.
last time we defeated Giovanni quite easily at Silphco. So now I guess it's time to do the next two gyms.
Hmm. It's funny that I'm joining you for this yellow stream because sometime during this next week, or at least early next week, I plan on finally getting my Nintendo Switch, and the first game I plan on buying for it is Let's Go Eevee. So yeah, which is basically a remake of Pokemon Yellow. I'm gonna use this as basically an appetizer.
Meanwhile, my Chiaki is pestering me because she wants to sit on my lap. Always at the time when I'm have the computer on my lap.
Yeah, when you don't want a cat around, that's usually the time they're going to show you the most affection.
I love you, Chiaki, but not today. today is Zenith Day.
Yeah, it's been forever since I've been on one of your streams. It's usually just due to conflicting events and stuff, but
Yeah, because I think last few times it's been I know there's been Danganronpa streams when I was doing stuff, and then last week was pretty dead for everyone.
like, I mean, holy shit! The last time on the Danganronpa stream, crazy shit started happening.
Yeah, I thought that now that I'm on my holiday, I'm like, okay, yeah, I can join Zen for more streams. And yeah, the streams that I really want to join you for, yeah, it's no problem. But then there's some days where I'm my sleep dysphoria is just completely freaking off, and I go to sleep way too late, which is my fault, and then I wake up at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Oops.
Or I'll get really super tired for no reason. I mean, my health has not been the best lately. Let's just put it mildly.
Yeah. Yeah, I literally I saw because I woke up legit for Pokemon Monday, and then you posted in the server, it's oh, never mind guys, Pokemon Monday's not gonna happen today, and I'm like, oh cool, I'm going back to sleep.
Yeah, it kind of sucked because that entire day was. Oh, hey, Writer's Block, what's going on, Jeff? Like that entire day, I had woken up at 10 because the dealership where I was gonna get my new car said, "Oh, hey, we need you to come and fill out some paperwork." So I'm like, okay. And so I was planning to go get some groceries, then sleep before the stream. And then my mom, then I realized, oh, I have an appointment at therapy today. I'm like, oh crap. And then after that, my mom's like, oh yeah, by the way, we're going to pick up the car right now. I'm like, okay. I guess I won't stream.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I wish I could get a proper streaming schedule, especially now because I'm starting to get more of a handle on streaming, especially now that I've switched to OBS and I can start streaming. And especially now that I have a good computer, because my computer now is really freaking powerful. Not super duper ultra mega powerful, but still very powerful. And because of that, I can now actually use a bunch of emulators that I couldn't use before. I can play a bunch of Steam games. I can basically play most Steam games nowadays. It's just that now I gotta just find a good schedule to actually go on stream, because yeah, most of the time I'm either busy or sleeping.
Yeah, I know that. I know that field, man. Let's see. What do we have next? Because I know we still have stuff that we can do in this city. Oh, hello, Chansey.
What was the last gym you did?
Well, we tried to do the gym down south, but they were too strong for us. And, we still have the gym in this city, too. Which is the Psychic gym.
Yeah.
You know, all
And,
things considered, I might go back to that store to like get a few more Pokemon DVDs, like not of the movies, but like of the actual show itself. Because right now my collection, it's like I have seasons 1 to 8, which is like the original first season to Advanced Battle. So I have like one more season of the Advanced Generation to go. And then also, but then also I have like the first season of the Sun and Moon anime because I love the Sun and Moon anime just so much, and I think it's underrated.
Alright, so I already got my fighting type Pokemon. So all that's left is the gym. Let me see how strong these trainers are first. Sabrina uses psychic power. Let's see, how strong are you? Sabrina is young, but she's also our leader. You won't reach her easily. Okay.
I mean, Sabrina, like, is the one who, you know, traps people into freaking doll houses and turns people into dolls. So yeah, damn right, she's powerful.
Oh, but baby, Ari, I want you around. You're mean.
don't worry,
Aww.
don't worry. Zen has a haunter, so she can make her laugh.
Oh yeah. Okay, so this is the gym that I should go to because everything's weaker right now. Because Koga's gym is actually a lot stronger than like level 40 type Pokemon, I think. Pikachu.
It always
level 36.
It always confused me how, like, for whatever reason, like, because in the game, Sabrina is always, you know, the 6th, like, in order, the 6th gym you're supposed to go to. But in the anime, for whatever reason, they put her in between Lieutenant Surge and Erica, and I'm like, okay, I don't know why you did this move, but sure. What's even weirder is, like, Suede mentioned this in his his like season 1 like overview video at the end of his season, at the end of like season 1 for, you know, Suede's Pokemon journey, how season 1 for whatever reason has some weird fucking pacing between like every single gym. It's like, okay, there's some good pacing in between, you know, Brock's gym, Misty's gym, Lieutenant Surge. Then it takes, you know, a little bit to get to Sabrina, and then instantly we go to Erica, and then there's like a good gap, like until we reach Koga and Blaine.
Yeah.
Well,
It's so weird.
I don't blame them for putting in filler because if they didn't, then there would only be 8 episodes. But
Like, no, I don't doubt them for putting in filler. Like, I'm not as filler phobic as like many other people are, especially when it comes to something like Pokemon and especially Sailor Moon. Like, Sailor Moon benefited heavily from its filler. To the point where the show isn't, like, I hesitate to even call it filler anymore, because they basically reshaped the show into being an episodic show. Same deal with Pokemon, especially when you get to Sun and Moon. But
Fighting evil at moonlight. By the way,
Yeah,
speaking of Pokemon, I should invite Suede to stream with us for Pokemon Day one of these days, because that would actually be interesting.
Oh yeah, that would be. I mean, if that's like, if you do invite Suede to Pokemon Day one day, I'm gonna have to make sure like to come there, because I legitimately really like to talk to Suede. He seems like a really great guy.
Oh, he's a really nice guy. We've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 11 and 14 together with Mars, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've known Suede ever since the like his initial his initial Pokemon reviews that he did with Linkara, because it's like I saw, I think it was the one of like 2000 first that I saw, and I was like, damn, these are like really good. And then I started getting into the channel more, and then he started doing Swade's Pokemon Journey, and I'm like, wow, I really love Swade's Pokemon Journey. I think he's done a great job with that series, and because initially from what he was saying like in the earlier episodes, it's like, oh, he was just gonna
Chiaki.
Yeah. What's Chiaki doing?
She's climbing on stuff in the background. No, you bad kid.
Oh no.
I heard her trying to knock over stuff in the background. I'm like, damn it, kitty.
But yeah, like initially he was supposed to do the first like 52, only the first 52 episodes, and he said, "No, I'm gonna do all of the Indigo League," and now he's continuing on with like the other seasons. And I'm like, yes, I love the series.
I feel bad though because he has to contend with Toei, much like I did.
I don't think it's Toei he has to deal with, but it's like the Pokemon Company I know is like seriously stingy with their copyright, like to the point where like Mother's.
I have a little bit of insight when it comes to that, because I have reviewed some of the Pokemon. I've reviewed all of the Pokemon movies currently, except for The Power of Us. I haven't gotten around to that one yet. But the thing is, I actually do know that what the main culprit might be when it comes to the Pokemon movie reviews, because it's not really Toei or the Pokemon Company that's responsible. It's a Japanese distribution company called Shopro.
There you go. Like, yeah, because I remember.
Oh yeah, Shopro's been giving problems.
Mother's Basement did an entire video about like how the Pokemon Sun and Moon anime is amazing and why you should go watch it. And I'm so fucking pissed that Shopro decided to take that video down because it was so good, and it gave Sun and Moon the Sun and Moon anime the exposure it deserved. And like Mother's Basement's just great, and that video was awesome. And then Shopro's like, "Nope, we can't let you use our footage because we're dickheads," and they took the video down.
Oh, damn it! Kadabra knows how to recover. What are we gonna do?
I mean, I've fought it every time Shopro has tried to copyright claim one of my videos on Vimeo, because thankfully they usually only do it one at a time. So.
Unfortunately, Swade has been hit. Like he has a bunch at once, and right now his channel is suspended, and he's still fighting it. So it kind of sucks.
I mean, right now I'm dealing with another anime distributor company who flagged all 3 of my Naruto videos. So yeah, I'm dealing with that right now. But the good news is that usually when you debate with a company who is Japanese, they aren't going to fly all the way over to America just to take your video down in court.
Yeah, most of the time, unless they're Toei. I'm not bitter.
And then there's the people like, oh no, look, Toei's bad, but like, here's the thing. Toei's not even like the worst of it. Like, Shopro like with Pokemon's pretty fucking bad, and the people behind Yu-Gi-Oh are atrocious. They are so atrocious, and like people like Yu-Gi-Oh Everything, like have had their channel like at constant risk because the people behind the Yu-Gi-Oh anime are so bad with copyright. Like I've wanted to do like a basically like a history of Yu-Gi-Oh series, much like how you have history of One Piece. But I'm not, like, at this point, I've just given up because it's like, I've seen what the rights holders behind Yu-Gi-Oh! Are doing, and it's like, I don't want to go through that because that's going to put my channel through such hell, and I'm not going through that.
And this is why History of One Piece is now dead.
I'm going to stick with a series. I'm going to stick with a Western series so I don't have as much copyright problems.
No, that's caused problems for me too. Basically, if you review any kind of animation, you live in constant fear of copyright claims. That's why 90% of what I put on my YouTube channel is trailers for Vimeo embeds.
Why do you put up trailers constantly?
I mean, I have good luck with Cartoon Network. Like on my previous channel, I did a bunch of like stuff with Cartoon Network reviews, and like well, not so much reviews, but I I started up a whole Cartoon Network retrospective, and I had really good luck with that because like Cartoon Network was like very, very good with me. Like they did nothing to that.
Well, the thing is, that's also caused a bit of a problem for me because if I review something by Warner Brothers, they usually removed it from my Daily Motion page, which is now no more because of Article 13.
Yeah.
Because Daily Motion's headquarters are in France. And some people were like, it doesn't go into effect yet, but I'm like, I can't think of any other reason why it would be there.
Oh my god! I'm sorry to interrupt, but Haunter opened the fight by using Dream Eater when I wasn't even asleep. What the fuck?
That's the problem. They know so few moves because there are so few Ghost Pokemon in the first generation.
La 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 la.
I'm gonna eat your dream when you're not asleep. Okay.
Well, people have daydreams.
The Dream Eater theme is now unironically one of like the cutest themes ever.
You're still in a dream, Dream Eater.
I like how in the original games, Thundershock and Thunderbolt was just varied versions of the same animation.
Right, Jeff, you had the same idea as Eli. Great minds think alike.
Okay.
So
maybe someday your Pikachu too will be as strong as Ash.
Pokemon Monday in the last Pokemon Day. We've gotten a whole bunch of new Pokemon Sun and Moon, Pokemon Sword and Shield news, and I'm still looking forward to it very much, more than a lot of other people are, but no national decks. That is a big oof, and Game Freak seriously needs to get their shit together.
What is National Dex?
Basically, what National Dex is like, okay, so all the basically for each region's Pokedex, as you go throughout the games, they don't include all the Pokemon, obviously, but they have in the code every single Pokemon available, and basically you can transfer from system to system and from game to game every single Pokemon. So if you have a Pokemon, let's say you have like a level 80 something Bayleaf or better yet a Torchic from like Gen 3, you can you can put that in your Pokemon bank and transfer it over to something like, you know, Sun and Moon or X and Y. You basically everything since Gen 3 and onwards up until Gen 7, you were able to transfer every single Pokemon of all 800 Pokemon across every single game. Coming up with Pokemon Sword and Shield, that's no longer the case. If it's not in the Galar region Pokedex, you cannot transfer a Pokemon from, you know, into Sword and Shield. So basically, that means that half the Pokemon are going to be Thanos, because like there's only going to be about 400, 500 Pokemon in the game. Not all Pokemon are going to be in Sword and Shield's code anymore, and that sucks because a lot of people use the National Dex, and that's just a big oof on Game Freak's part.
I can kind of understand that. Then again, speaking for myself, just trying to get 151 Pokemon in this game is tiring. I mean, it really depends on your preference. If you prefer to use certain Pokemon, I understand that. Personally, I just like to play the game as is, but I also like to find all the Pokemon, and getting all the Pokemon in every game is a little bit much.
Which thing is people are mentioning how well, they're moving to the Nintendo Switch. You can't expect them to make 800 plus new models for all the Pokemon. But you see, here's the thing. Here's the caveat. They're using the same engine that they used for the Nintendo 3DS games, and that they also used for Pokemon Go and Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. So what I'm saying, and what a lot of people have been saying, is that they could bring in all the models, because they have all the models that half them they don't even freaking use, like all the walking animations, all the all the emotive animations. Like half of them they don't even use. They're just sitting there in the back, like in the backlog. You can just bring all 800 of those animations in, polish them up, and bring them into Sword and Shield. So it's literally just, this is, at first I chalked this up to laziness, Game Freak just being lazy. On further inspection and due to further interviews, it seems like this is being done out of genuine malice, because here's the thing about Game Freak, and I don't like to criticize Game Freak a lot because like they already get so much shit, but like Game Freak is very prideful. They don't like it when they introduce something and no one cares about it, and they especially don't like it when like they introduce a whole slew of new Pokemon and a lot of people are just still content with using Pokemon from the past. And so I'm kind of getting the sense that that's why they're removing National Dex, is to put larger emphasis on the newer Pokemon, despite the fact that there's still plenty of people who gravitate to the new Pokemon, and they still bring new Pokemon, the new Pokemon back for every single gen, and they still get a wide new fan base. Like, I love Alolan Pokemon, I love Kalos Pokemon. Like, you know, I do think it's Game Freak being a little bit dickish with this, and I really do. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, it's not going to affect me personally because I don't play with National Dex. I just play with the Pokemon I'm given in that region. But at the same time, for the people who do use it, I don't know. I feel like you're just alienating a large part of your audience there.
What were you going to say, Eli?
I think that I'm gonna have to wait until I get some more information before I decide what I think of that, because there are some things that I think would mitigate that. Like, first off, is there currently any way to connect your 3DS to your Switch? Like, is there like a link cable like the GameCube and Game Boy Advance had?
I'm actually not very sure on that. I assume that you would, because I think you can actually transfer Alolan Pokemon from your 3DS to Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, because I know Alolan Pokemon are in Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee for like the Gen 1 Pokemon, their Alolan forms. So I think you can, you know, I think that may be for Pokemon Go, but I think 3DS functionality can also work with that, although I'm not 100% sure. But if 3DS functionality is possible, then that just brings up the point even more. It's like, you have the models, Game Freak. You have every single model for the 3DS games and for Pokemon Go. It's like, I don't see...
one-hit KO. Nice.
Ooh, one hit KO against what?
Oh, Ghastly.
Ooh.
Like, ooh, and Ghastly. Big deal.
I have a Charizard who knows Fly. I do think it would be a good idea to add it in as DLC. And here's the thing. I know that Johnny was harsh on Gen 3, which I haven't played, because they weren't really connected to any of the other games. And I kind of agree, because it's like, it feels so confined. But at the same time, if you're a completionist like me, it does help. So I think if you start off with no National Dex and you add it in later, that would actually work, I think.
Yeah, but you see, the thing with that is, like, jumping from Gen 2 to Gen 3, at the time you had a lot of limitations, because you're jumping from the Game Boy Color to the Game Boy Advance, and with that has an actual excuse. You need, like, you're working on a new engine, at least I assume it's a new engine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is a new engine, because it's like a new battle system, new everything, and you need all these new models. That is very understandable as to why they couldn't instantly implement every single Pokemon from Gen 1 and Gen 2 into Gen 3, and why it felt so confined. Here, though, they are used, and I know there's a lot of memes going around about how, like, the game in certain places looks unpolished graphically. Like, there's basically an N64 tree that people are like saying that looks like it came straight out of Ocarina of Time, and people are like making comparisons to like Sword and Shield and Ocarina of Time, like with this one tree. But the thing is, I'm gonna be like that one person like who says, I don't care about like graphics like that. Like you can have a game that looks like it was made on the Atari 2600 and I'll be like, I don't give a shit, just give me a fun game. And I actually like the fact that they're using the 3DS engine. It's why I'm so like, it's why I'm raising such an eyebrow at this. It's because you don't, like, if you're using the 3DS engine, then you don't really have an excuse here. You can actually just polish up these graphics, like, polish up the graphics a little bit and include them. What's even more baffling is that for all the Dynamax, which, in case you don't know what they are, they're like the big Pokemon that are, like, you know, they're the Pokemon, they're basically your Pokemon, like, just grown up to, like, a ridiculous size. They are creating new models for every single Dynamax Pokemon, which is baffling. It is honest to God baffling as to why they would create new models for every single Dynamax Pokemon. What's even more baffling on top of that is the removal of Mega Evolutions, considering the fact that many people like Mega Evolutions. Like Z-moves I get. Z-moves were a strictly Gen 7 thing, but like Mega Evolutions were like so cool, they were fun, and yet they got rid of them for whatever reason. And yeah, so I'm still excited for Sword and Shield because there's enough there that I am genuinely excited to play the game. Like, you know, like the gym leaders are seeming fun. I'm loving the world. It's the Pokemon are seeming cute as all hell. It's just, you know, those little things that not all of them affect me. Like the National Dex doesn't affect me, but they're gonna affect a lot of other people. And it's like, I don't know. I'm still excited for Gen 8, but it's like we're just gonna have to wait and see.
For me, for the purposes of streaming, I've been avoiding anything outside of what Pokemon are in it because I'm gonna forget anyway. But like I'm excited for it, but I have so many gens in front of me. I'm focusing on Yellow and Gen 1, and in that for now. But I will say this. I think that there's enough for everyone to love. If you don't like that the National Dex is not there, I understand. I feel like, though, that it's getting blown out of proportion a little bit.
Yes and no. I think, like, I think when it's a... because
there are huge campaigns to bring back the National Dex, and it's turned into a harassment.
Okay, the harassment I don't like. When people are like going to Master Twitter page and just actively harassing him, then that I don't like. But the campaigns to bring it back, like as long as it doesn't lead to harassment, which in a lot of cases it has. But apart from that, like it's a big part of like because like yeah, because what you're saying is like, you know, like there's enough there for everyone to enjoy. But the thing is, a lot of people, like, you know, the National Dex was a big thing for a lot of people, and like. And with previous Pokemon games, it's like, you know, there's something there for everyone to enjoy. But if the National Dex isn't there, well, then that's a part of the game that's not there for people who enjoy it. And
I have the solution.
Ooh, yes.
What is your solution?
Make it post game.
Post game, okay.
Yeah, post game is fine. Yeah, post game's fine. I honestly,
because the reason people are like the reason that Game Freak cited was balance issues. Who gives a shit about balance in the post game?
Yeah,
that is very true. A balance issue is a very big problem, especially when you consider people can just put anything they want at the beginning of the game and just tank everything.
And and post game's fine. It's just that having it not there at all is an issue for me. It's like
you know what's the biggest issue for me?
It'll get fixed. Like. The important thing is not to overwork the...
But my biggest issue is this. I have been wanting a game that encompasses more than one region since Gen 2, and they haven't done that. I feel like back in the day it was fine because one region was enough, but like at least encompass like a few regions. Give me Johto and Kanto and Hoenn in one game, or all the regions maybe. You have the power now.
That's where I'm gonna have to kind of disagree with you, because the reason why Kanto was so easy to like put into Gen 2, not even that, it's not even so easy, because like I mean, I don't know if you know or not, but like the development for Gen 2 was kind of hell, and it took Satoru Iwata, God rest his soul. It took him to come in and polish everything up to like basically get that game, out to the public. But the reason why Kanto was quote unquote easy to put into the game was because they already had most of the assets there left over from Gen 1, because there's not much you really have to upgrade from a Game Boy to a Game Boy Color, so they could just port Kanto in there with only a few changes here and there. So, and even then, it's like the Game Freak puts so much effort into like the regions in themselves already that I honestly don't think you need I honestly don't think you need a second region, especially when the regions in the last couple of games have been so expansive. Like I know, because
I haven't gotten to them. I haven't gotten to them, unfortunately.
Yeah, and that's why I don't blame you for like thinking like that we could have like multiple regions in the more recent games. Because trust me, Zen, it's like you think like just because of like the earlier gens are like, yeah, we can have multiple regions in one game. Like no, honest to God, we at the rate that they're building the regions in recent games, nah, the regions are so big that they may as well be 2 regions in one.
My issue with it is my issue with the whole National Dex thing is this. Because you're not... Well, you're not...
Where did I get cut off?
I don't even remember.
Yeah, you got cut off a while back.
My point was, don't overwork the fucking game makers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to the people saying, oh, it can't be that hard, you make it. Go on.
I first
Make
learned
the
to
game.
bend spoons with my mind, but the thing is, there is no spoon. I dislike fighting, but if you wish, I will show you my powers.
To give a brief counter argument to like the you make it, there are a lot of game designers who have popped up, like especially like there was like one Japanese game designer who, of course they weren't big, but they have studied game design, and they were like, it wouldn't take that much effort to literally port the game models from 3DS to the Nintendo Switch, which is why
that's a legit argument. But I'm talking about the person who was like, oh, it only takes 5 minutes to do a Pokemon model. That's an actual thing someone said.
Oh, yeah, okay. To make a model from scratch, yeah, that's a different thing, which is why I don't know why they're making completely new models for Dynamax, but like, that's
what was awesome, though, was...
what the fuck?
What's happening then?
Level 50 Abra?
Level 50 Abra, I defeated in 2 hits with Stomp.
That's fucking bizarre.
What the fuck?
Gen 1 in its shit balancing.
Gen 1 kind of sucks.
Yeah.
What was awesome about the whole 5-minute model thing is it started a Twitter trend where 3D designers would try their best to recreate Pokemon models in 5 minutes, and they were hilarious.
Okay. Now, can I say something?
Yes.
Yep, go ahead, sorry.
Alright. The issue that I have with the whole bringing old Pokemon over to new systems thing is that you really, it's technically possible, but it's something that you have to find a weird workaround for. Like I've seen tutorials by people like Linkara who have talked about bringing Pokemon from Gen 1 over to, for example, the DS games, and after that you can put them into Pokemon Bank and move them over to some of the newer games. But the thing about it is, because a lot of mechanics weren't in development when Gen 1 came around, you basically have to help remake your old Pokemon from the ground up, essentially. And have you ever heard of the Ship of Theseus?
I have.
No, I have not.
Or Lock Socks.
It's a problem where basically it's this thought experiment where basically the way the experiment goes is one of the planks in Theseus's ship is rotted out, and he has to get it replaced with a new one. And another plank keeps rotting out, and more of them keep getting replaced until eventually every plank has been replaced. So after that, isn't Theseus's ship anymore?
true.
It's the same thing as Lock Socks. Like, you have an item that you keep patching and patching. Is it still the original item?
So that's why I think it's a bit disingenuous to say that you can't have the same Pokemon if you port it over to a different game, because no matter what, especially when you're transferring it from an older generation, it's not going to be the same Pokemon anymore.
They're gonna be high definition.
I guess, in summary, they'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I hope they figure it out. Like, I'm not like I know a lot of people are hoping for a patch.
Oh, shit, she's
I'm
trying to
not-
stall you.
Oh.
Flex it up. Use X defend on it.
God damn it! She has 3 level 50 Pokemon. 3 level 50 Pokemon, which, dear God, and she's able to defeat with 1 hit.
Well, that was a critical.
All I'm saying, if Ambi Pump's not in Sword and Shield, I'm gonna die a little inside.
One hand for the short sword and one hand for the shield.
God damn it! Come
You can
on,
probably still win.
come on, Rick Ghastly.
Like that's the thing, because that's another thing. My favorite time is Bayleaf, and like, well, apart from the starters we have now, like all the other stars from the previous game are basically not going to be in the game, except for Charizard, because who can ever forget about Charizard? It's like I make a big show about how much I hate Charizard. In actuality, I don't actually hate Charizard. I just think he's so
Overplayed,
overblown
yeah.
at this point.
No.
Okay. wait
All
a
of
second.
Gen 1 is overblown. Why would you
Yeah.
use Psychic on a Psychic Pokemon?
Well, it just used Psywave against her, so...
I think that was the game giving you a chance, and then, yeah.
I'm on my last Pokemon.
Psywave
Disable.
is a shit move.
I also love how people say. Like Pokemon nowadays is running out of ideas. When
It
Gen
was
1
always running out of ideas.
Gen 1 literally has a Seal Pokemon named Seal.
Isn't that right? Ball that's flipped to another ball.
That and,
They've always had
that
like,
and Molbit becomes a new Pokemon when there are 3 of them.
Do you
it's
have
like
any
every-
revives?
I won.
Oh, okay.
Zatanna is
Yay.
trying to learn Psychic, but Zatanna can't learn more than 4 moves. Delete an older
Did-
move.
Replace Confusion,
Yeah, get rid of confusion.
Confusion.
because Psybeam does the same thing, and it's more powerful.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like,
So yeah,
it's like
today
every
was a fucking bummer.
Oh, what happened?
Etika, or Etika, sorry. Etika, sorry.
Oh yeah. Sorry. I completely. Oh, I tried to block that out of my memory because I was awake when that happened and I cried.
Okay. Well, let me just say this. Everyone in Sabrina's goddamn gym was several levels lower than me. Several. And she has 3 level 50 The fuck? The fuck?
Hi. Casey Zenith has just lost her mind over Sabrina.
Fuck Sabrina.
Oh, Zen, it's okay.
Sabrina has 3 level 50 Pokemon. Everyone else
She
in her
won.
gym had level 31 to 33.
Even
She
Blaine
won.
and Giovanni
But at
have
what
low.
cost?
Yeah.
At what cost?
Like it's bizarre.
This is bizarre. The coding of
Like
legends.
they clearly they intended you to just go like this was basically the you don't have to do this to progress, Jim.
Yeah,
It's basically-
because you could go to
it-
Koga.
It
Yeah.
reminds me of like how in Gen 3, basically there was a bunch of gym leaders near the end that
Yeah,
just give you a lot of shit. They give you a lot of shit that by the time you get to like the final gym leader in Gen 3, I believe it was
I'll be right
1. Basically, you're basically over leveled and you can beat 1 like with no trouble at all.
I received TM46 Psywave. Is that a good?
Psywave sucks.
Okay, good. Then I'm not gonna worry about it.
Like,
Yeah, but just a little thing. If you ever ask about competitive, like actual like in-game moves, like just know that I suck at remembering that stuff. Like, I love Pokemon, but it's like in terms of actual the actual combat, it's like I'm very bad at remembering actual Pokemon moves and stuff like that.
Well, the thing about Psywave is the damage from it is random, which usually translates to really low and not useful.
There we go, and I'm out.
And I remember way back in the Pokemon Stadium days, I had no luck with Psywave ever.
That's a game that I have never played. Maybe I should at some point emulate that and stream it. Who knows?
I don't even know if it's worth it because just going off of Johnny's reviews of it, it's like unless you have the transfer pack, which especially if you're emulating it, you absolutely can't do it. You have to rely on rental Pokemon, and it's like rental Pokemon in the Stadium games just blow.
That's true. Hello, kitty cat. She's sleeping on the floor.
The Stadium styled game in general, I just have never been a big fan of. It's like I remember people saying like, "Oh, why are people making such a big deal of like X and Y being the first 3D Pokemon games?" It was Colosseum and XD that were the first 3D Pokemon games, and I'm like, okay, well let me reiterate. X and Y are the first ones that are actually good.
I like both of those games, but they have plenty of problems. So yeah.
I haven't played either of them. I hear they do have problems. Oh, that's right. This was badge 6. Koga was badge 5.
And the funny thing is when the Stadium game for Gen 6, I believe. Well, I'm not sure which one, but it was Battle Revolution for the Wii came out.
I believe that was Gen 4.
Okay. Well, a lot of people were disappointed with it because it didn't have all of the features that Pokemon Stadium had. It didn't have the Gym Leader Castle. It didn't have the ability to, which I understand because it. Well, actually, no, they could have done it. There was in Pokemon Stadium there was a mode called GB Tower, which allowed you to play your Pokemon Game Boy game on your TV. And the cool thing about that is if you beat a certain amount of content in the stadium, it would also come in with a built-in speed up function that would allow you to play the game much faster.
Okay, and, invisible walls.
I also believe it had something to do with Stadium as to like how you got like in Gen 1 how you got like a Pikachu with Surf or a Psyduck with I forget what the move was.
I don't remember either, but
Confusion.
But I remember it was like I believe so, but it was I think it was like I distinctly remember it was like Pikachu with Surf that was like a bitch to get in Gen 1 because there was like an entire mini game revolving around it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, now I'm strong enough to fight these bitches.
And that is another thing about Battle Revolution that people criticize, because Pokemon Stadium, both of the Pokemon Stadium games actually have mini games.
Which was better than the actual game.
From what I recall, those are pretty fun.
I remember the Run Pikachu Run and the Magikarp Splash minigame.
I remember being able to kick ass at the Sandshrew Dig minigame, because all you have to do is mash L and R alternately.
Oh yeah, I love that one. Oh, I love the Lickitung minigame.
With the sushi?
Yes!
You have these 90s kids talking about the N64, and I have like no
I never owned an
nostalgia for
N64, but this was a game that me and my friend would play.
I think my personal favorite was the ring toss game with Ekans and Diglett.
Oh yeah, that was fun. One hit KO, bitch.
Yeah, when it comes to people have been like I've had actually some people like mainly like close friends who have told me in the past, it's like, wow, you're really harsh towards like a lot of NES games, and I'm like, what can I say? I never grew up with the NES. Like the closest I grew up to the NES was like overseas for 3 months, because I routinely do visits to Macedonia because that's where I was born, and yeah, I was actually born in Macedonia. I came here very early to Australia very early. I came like before I was even a year old, but I was actually born in Macedonia, and I routinely do visits to Macedonia, and My cousins over there have an NES, and I played a bunch of Duck Hunt and Super Mario Bros. 1.
So would you
on their
say you're a
NES.
knight of Macedonia?
Am I a Knight of Macedonia? I wouldn't go that far.
And
I will say that
think-
I was in for a pleasant surprise watching Fate Zero because they had Alexander the Great and they said that he was from Macedonia, not Greece. Haha.
and the thing is, Duck Hunt is actually tied to some of my earliest gaming memories because I didn't grow up with an NES, but I actually did go to a daycare which had an NES hooked up with Duck Hunt, and a lot of the older kids would play it.
I might be in the minority, but as much as I appreciate all the things that the NES did and the legacy it paved,
I wanted to become a ninja, so I joined this gym. Is it that easy to become a ninja?
Well, no, you have to find a ninja.
Naruto took the hard way. Jesus.
No, you have to go to a ninja school and go into training for several years. And
Maybe fight your boyfriend. Maybe. Yeah.
And then there's and the thing, and see, the funny thing is, even though I've been a Pokemon fan for a long time, I didn't grow up with Gen 1. My first Pokemon game was actually Gold. So when I tried to go back and get Blue later on, I couldn't play it. It was so outdated to me.
Yeah, it's like my first Pokemon games were Diamond and Pearl, and it's like they were my first Pokemon games, so I didn't notice. But going back to them, God, they're so slow.
Yeah,
Thank God for Pokemon Platinum.
I
Thank God for
started
Pokemon
with
Platinum.
Pokemon Blue, and then I went to Pokemon Yellow, and I forgot, because in my spare time I've been playing Pokemon Blue, and oh my god, the models, oh my god. They're so bad. Except for Chubby Pikachu. Chubby Pikachu is something that we need. Bring back Chubby Pikachu.
That's what a lot of the early Pikachu plushes looked like. So
Bring back Thunder.
Nowadays, Pikachu is very slim.
Bring back Thunderchub.
Yeah, after Pikachu became the franchise mascot, they had to give him some image training. He went on a diet. They got him played by Ryan Reynolds.
he could feel it in his jellies. You see, he went on the Subway diet.
Yeah, it's like I started with Gen 4 mainly, and I played Diamond and Pearl, went on to Platinum, went on to Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I skipped Gen 5 for the most part. Maybe that's why I'm not particularly nostalgic for its story, which I have a bunch of issues with. I got back in with Gen 6.
Wait. Pokemon has a story?
Yep. Oh no, Zen. Wait, it may not look like it now, but Pokemon starting from about Gen 4 and onwards starts to get way over its... Like, it starts to shove its head up its own ass with its pretentious fucking story.
Pika 90X.
It's like Pokemon with its story now is so fucking it's so pretentious. It's like it starts to get into like... it's like I don't even know why Game Freak bothered to this point.
I'm back. What I miss?
We're talking about gens we got introduced to, and now we're talking about how Pokemon games in recent gens actually have a story. And
I was about to say you almost missed Phil about to get his ass kicked.
I haven't played that far yet, so...
I know, but I am one of the biggest defenders of Gen 5's story around, so...
All I know is that there's a guy named N and there's Pokemon PETA. That's all I know.
And the chance for Nagito.
Fuck Team Galactic. No, not Team Galactic. Team Galactic's like fine. Fuck Team Plasma. I don't like Team Plasma at all. I really don't like Team Plasma.
Team Flare was worse.
I like Team Skull.
Team Flare were complete non-entities, really.
Yeah, Team Flare, like, look, I'm not saying Team Flare are good, but, like, Team Plasma, I think on a certain level, I just don't like more. Black and White story is, like, the most polarizing for me personally, because I don't like...
Oh, as I should mention, all the trainers in here, aside from Koga, have psychic types.
Yeah,
So
I know.
Rick Astley would work.
These ninja have a long history of using animals, and all I can picture is Naruto summoning a giant frog.
Well, yeah, that's where it comes from.
Tamer wants to fight. And yeah, I already I beat Sabrina's gym, so this is a non-entity.
Yeah, I'm just saying Rick Astley would clean these guys. Oh wait, except there's no good ghost moves in this gen.
Yeah, there aren't.
It's okay, I have Stomp. Stomp is a really awesome move. It makes them flinch, it usually crits.
So how old were you when you realized that Arbok backwards is Cobra?
Alright, I'm back.
I actually realized it this year.
I realized it not too long ago, probably about a year or two.
I knew about Atkins, but I didn't know about Arbok, and I'm like, oh, Cobra!
To just quickly go...
How old were you when you realized what Mug spelled backwards is?
I was this year's old.
Just to quickly go back, just to quickly go back briefly to the story of Black and White. I'm so mixed on it because on the one hand, I really like the rivals. I really like the rivals. I really like Bianca. I really like Sharon. I really like the Professor. I really like Professor Juniper. I just don't like the main team. I don't like N. I don't like Team Plasma.
Sand can learn Poison Sting?
Yeah.
Sandshrew has it.
But how did...
Poison Needles.
because it's a port... I see, okay.
It's my personal belief that, like, with Pokemon stories, it's like you should have a main focus on your rival and the world around you, as opposed to like some big grand spectacle of a story, because I don't really think that works with Pokemon. I think like the spectacle should rather be placed on the world itself instead of, oh, what legendary are the teams trying to awaken today? I think that kind of ran its course past Team Galactic.
The worst fucking teams were Magma and Aqua.
I don't mind Magma and Aqua because like it's because like that's still the point where like Pokemon didn't start going up its own ass about how pretentious its story is, and I kind of just like how there's still some goofiness to them. Like, okay, I'm gonna be that one, like, you know, idiot here. My favorite team is actually Team Rocket because they are so Saturday morning cartoon-esque.
Yeah, no, I meant the fact that that fucking Team Magma and Aqua's plans are both equally goddamn terrible.
Yeah,
well,
and that's what I love.
That's what
I love about them. Yeah, that's what I love about them. They're so goofy in that, like, they play so fucking stupid, and at the end of the day, they almost cause the world to end.
They're just bad teams, like as teams.
Well, yeah, but like that's what. Yeah,
that's the point. Like, yes.
Yeah, that's how. It's funny how my two favorite teams, you know, I guess.
Did that guy just woo at me? Did you just woo at me? He just wooed it. What is he, a local wolf girl?
No, then it would be Uwu.
Yeah, I just find it funny how my favorite teams are like Team Rocket, Team Aqua, Team Magma, which are like the most confident teams. Well, like that's basically.
I'm not really a big fan of Team Rocket. I think Team Rocket is classic, but both in Gen 1 and Gen 2, they don't.
What about Team Rainbow Rocket?
What is Team Rainbow Rocket?
Oh, that's in Ultra Sun and Moon.
I haven't played those.
Basically, it's Giovanni
creating a Legion of Doom.
Yeah, fucking boss rush.
All I really know is in the original Gen 1 and Gen 2 games, Team Rocket was interesting as a concept, but they weren't very effective. And
yeah, I'll say most of my appreciation for Team Rocket comes mainly from the anime because they just play up the goofiness of the team and how they're pretty fucking incompetent. And not just Jesse, James, and Meowth. Like the whole team as a whole is pretty fucking incompetent.
By
Agreed.
nature, they can't be competent because if they're competent, then the show and the games are fucking over.
Yep.
So, but yeah, like I only know
Well,
the original two teams at this point, and Team Skull. But Team Skull is my favorite. So.
Yeah, I love Team
even
Skull.
in
Like,
universe, they're goobers.
yeah, as for the other ones, it's like I've already said it. Team Plasma, Team Galactic, I'm fine with. Team Flare isn't good, and yeah, but at the end of the day, I mainly stick with the more goofy teams, which is why I gravitate towards Team Skull, Team Rocket, Team Aqua, and Magma.
Why are there so many like psychic tamers with whips? I don't understand this.
Reminds me of that one episode of the first season where it's like we encounter that one trainer who like fucking puts his Pokemon under labor in order to train them.
Then if they
Like-
have whips to tame them,
Yeah, but
They're monster tamers.
like a lion tamer.
yeah, but they're.
You know, like a lion tamer.
Whatever.
Chris Jericho, is that you?
No, Jericho's being dumb on Twitter.
Oh yeah, you mean you say dumb? I say he's just roasting Seth Rollins.
Oh god, wrestling Twitter
Woo!
is insufferability right now, and that's
It's-
saying something.
Yeah.
All right,
I was about
look.
to
I
say.
still love Seth Rollins. You know, like tremendously. He's an amazing athlete and he's a fantastic wrestler. I love the man, but
But he's an
Goddamn.
asshole.
god damn, is he an asshole? Jesus.
Everyone's an asshole in this situation. Everyone.
I knew it. I'm surrounded
I mean,
by assholes.
I mean, Will Ospreay's not wrong. I mean, like, you know, Seth wants to brag about how he works day in and day out, and Will Ospreay's like, so do I, Seth.
No, but he's
Ah.
an asshole for. But he's an asshole for different reasons
Oh, there we go. Fucking.
that I won't discuss on stream because Zenith would be mad.
These are invisible walls.
Oh, yeah, they suck in this game. Like they are literally invisible.
I can't tell
At
where
least
I'm
the other
supposed
games
to
give
go.
you like an outline.
Yeah. And the last one was like, these invisible walls got you frustrated. Yeah, they kind of do now.
Every single aspect of Gen 1 is just, oh, it's fixed in a later game.
Yep. Hey, aren't HM stupid? Game Freak. Yeah, we agree. We're gonna take out HMs.
Oh, I forgot he's psychic. Fuck.
You're not wrong, Osprey. You're just an asshole.
I'll say this though, I kind of like Will Ospreay more than I do Seth Rollins, and that's not to discredit Seth Rollins. I just love, like, you know, much more of like Ospreay's matches than I do Seth's matches. But then again, I do like a lot more New Japan matches than I do WWE matches. So maybe
No, I
I'm
get
just
that.
biased.
Yeah,
I
don't
would say-
forget that all ghosts are poison type in this generation.
All three of them.
Yeah. Just the one line. That's all we could put in there.
They cut so many things.
Well, you
This
see, we
is
had
basically
to
the
cut
first
the
complete
ghosts.
Pokemon game.
And just to date the freaking stream, Undertaker's back and he's coming at Extreme Rules. Let the man retire, please.
I don't follow much of wrestling. You know, it was funny because like I just sometimes I respond to random like asks like on my Twitter, and
Aren't you gonna be a wrestler?
At this point, given my back lately, my
Kidding, mainly.
my health has been horrible lately.
Yeah,
Then you'd fit right in with most wrestlers.
yeah.
More specifically, most WWE wrestlers.
The Undertaker started in fucking 1990.
But I was responding to
Wow,
like
he started the
favorite
year I was
games,
born.
and it turned out to be a wrestler. I'm like, oh, I didn't realize.
Wait, who?
I don't know. Some girl.
Well, I might know them.
Look at my posts from like the other night.
Okay.
He dropped his balls.
But yeah, the thing about Taker right now is that like he recently had a match against Goldberg at their last Saudi show because they have this whole program with Saudi Arabia now, and fuck.
See Leon's video for that.
Yeah, it's like really, it's. You need like okay, Goldberg's fine. I think he's done. I think WWE just.
Oh, finally, I found Koga.
Rest.
Goldberg always sucked.
I'm not gonna go that far. I like. It's like, but
the hero. I'll take you home. Let me juggle my balls.
But with Taker, it's just like you can tell the man just doesn't want to do this anymore. He's just appearing because because Vince is like, hey, Mark, come in, do this show because we need to draw in the Saudi crowd somehow.
Oh, Nyla Rose. Okay.
A rough and Saudi crowd.
Yeah, Nyla Rose is the first trans wrestler signed to a major company.
Nice.
Yep, she got signed by AEW, and it's like, yeah, trans rep. Yep.
Oh no, it's Veninat.
Which is part poison. You can take Rick Ghastly can take most of these out.
Alright, go Poke Flute. Because I remembered I have that.
Remember,
I actually love that was a thing.
Yes,
Because-
it still is kind of. Well, not anymore, but in
They
later gens.
have the Ash flutes in Pokemon in Gen 3, and you can use those anytime. But I love how the key Pokeflute that you actually get to progress the story, you can actually use it in this one.
Which I like. I really like. Koga's about to use Venonat. I'm gonna change to... Let's see... What's good against Bug?
Probably not a good idea, because he just used Exit twice, so whatever you send out, you... Oh wait, no. Your stream's lagging behind me. So, Venonat is a poison flying, I believe, so stick with Pikachu.
No, roast it. It's part bug, right?
That's true. But Thunderbolt's fine. For now. So far, so good.
Venomoth is actually bug poison, so I was wrong.
Koga's about to use another Venonat. I'm not going to change Pokemon just yet. I'm going to get as much mileage out of my Pikachu as I can.
That actually always tripped me up, even as far back as the first generation, because it has wings, therefore it must be flying.
Alright,
But
go
then again,
Rainbow Dash.
I was a young kid when this game first came out, so...
I mean, that does make sense. It's kind of like Flygon, like that's a dragon, you know.
Well, at least Flygon knows levitate.
Yeah. And then again, they didn't have moves like that back in, you know,
They
Gen
didn't have
1.
abilities back then, no. Do it, Rainbow Dash. You always dress in style.
Rainbow Dash always dresses in style.
Always 20% cooler.
Oh, do you? Oh god, fucking Gen 1. Like Goldberg is good at quick shit, but he's also extremely dangerous.
Okay, Venomoth is bug flying, okay.
No,
Also-
it's bug poison. I was wrong.
Alright, let me stick with Rainbow Dash.
No, I'm going to just as another note, I'm going to New Japan Southern Showdown this Saturday, so that's neat.
Oh, cool. I think my friend Bunny won tickets to that.
Only disappointment is Naito and LIJ aren't to make it there, which is disappointing. But hey, Bullet Club's going to be there, which is awesome, and Okada and Ospreay, two of my favorite wrestlers currently,
Alright.
are also going to be there, so that's going to be neat.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, go.
Red hot chili pepper.
I'm gonna see if I can get him with Fly.
Yeah, it has Toxic, which makes it a pretty big threat. Because you know what Poison does? Poison normally does chip damage, but with badly poisoned, which Toxic does, it increases the damage every turn.
Yeah, it's exponential damage.
Mm-hmm. Alright, and... Double team, okay. But... Fly and... Dead.
This moth has been swatted.
Let's not bring back swatting. And I got the soul badge. That's two badges in one stream so far, and it's only been an hour.
Yeah, you can fill up that sidebar pretty quickly at this rate.
Just one last note on wrestling, because I don't like to ramble on about wrestling places where it doesn't need to be rambled on about. But I intend to do like an entire series on my channel about like the G1 Climax 29, because you know I need a good excuse to just watch as much of the G1 as possible, and I figured what better way to do it than just make a series out of me talking about the G1, because
do what I do. Start a podcast.
Oh, I have to make space for it? What is it gonna give me?
Like Okada and Tanahashi is gonna be like in the first 9. I'm like, that's gonna be
It's the
awesome.
TM for Toxic.
Okay, I don't need it.
Yeah.
Make space for this child. How about no? How about you get rid of your invisible walls?
I think
So next is Blaine.
Okay, I'm not sure
Yeah, let's
if
go to
the
cinema.
functionality here was here, but it's in later games. Can you put items into your PC?
Yes.
Should be able to. Oh, did you already get
just don't
Surf
want
and
it.
Strength?
Yes.
Okay.
If you're a fan of tanky Pokemon that can stall, Toxic is a good move. Otherwise, yeah, you're better off sticking with the sweepers that you already have.
Yeah, a lot of my Pokemon are type sweepers. Like they can try to one-hit KO, and that's what I like about like Fly.
Jeff, I don't know what you're talking about. I wouldn't plug one Crazy Weekend, available now on iTunes.
I wouldn't plug the Disney debate and diving into DuckTales.
I'm amazed you haven't put that on iTunes.
I don't know how to do it.
Oh, I can teach you.
I wouldn't plug the AOZ podcast that I do with Zen a couple of times on my channel. Plug.
Yeah,
I wouldn't plug the last episode of my show that I'm currently working on, and it'll probably be out by the time the stream goes up on YouTube.
Remind me next time we hang out, or next time you're free, and I will teach you how to do that.
Alright. So, I have the next badge. Let us surf. Ride that surf.
You actually want to surf from Pallet Town.
Oh. Have to
Yeah,
warm up
for some
before I
reason,
surf.
it won't let you go the other way.
Really?
Well, the
There are
Cinnabar
islands
Island-
in the way.
the Seafoam Islands are in the way, yeah. So unless you want to get Articuno now,
Okay, let me at least take care of these swimmers because they're here and I
Yeah.
didn't realize. Thunderbolt. You've been thunderstruck.
The male swimmers in these games always struck me as really goofy with their open mouths and their sunglasses and their bathing caps and their speedos.
The Speedos. And then they have the beautiful swimmer girls, which is like, obviously they're gonna do that.
I will say I have to agree with John. I when it comes to Pokemon,
They do look so stupid.
The opinions I agree and disagree on with Johnny like vary from time to time. Like I actually really love Gen 3, but I do agree with Johnny that Kanto as a region isn't the best. I actually think the anime did wonders to like improve Kanto, but even then it's like I don't know,
Kanto
it
is
feels
just
a
like
very-
one big road trap. Like it's a maze and it's hard to navigate.
I think it's more like the characters that I remember more so from Kanto than the actual environment itself.
by the way, I should mention, Steam is doing a massive sale right now.
Summer Steam sale. Yep, already on it.
Big summer blowout.
Yeah, I got 4 games for $18.
Yep, I plan to get more Steam cards in the next week and a half. Right now, I already got a $20 Steam card. I got the PC version of Sonic Adventure DX, Sonic CD. I also got Shantae Half Genie Hero, and I also got the first Broken Sword game.
Zen, we should.
I don't know if the sale will still be going on once this stream goes up, but I will say that even if it isn't, then he didn't ask me to do this, but I am legitimately going to plug something that isn't mine, because a friend of mine actually did make his own RPG that's for sale on Steam now. It's called the Book of Eos, and it's basically your classic Final Fantasy-like RPG with a twist. You actually play as the monsters.
Oh, that's actually really interesting.
Cool.
Yeah, and right now on Steam it is 25% off with the Steam sale, but it's pretty cheap even when it's not. So yeah, and he actually did give me full disclosure. He actually did give me a free copy, but I will say it is well worth the price either way.
Yeah. But yeah, Zenith, we should do some co-op games or something, or some versus games.
There's definitely some co-op games. The problem is, I haven't been streaming as often as I would like, and that's, health and
I just
other
meant
stuff.
to play.
But that would be fun.
Idea too.
Yeah, just a couple of days ago, I asked you, Zen, if you had Monster Prom, and I was surprised that you said no, but if you ever get Monster Prom, we definitely have to play Monster Prom because it's a great...
Once I move into my new place on Sunday, I will start streaming Monster Prom again eventually.
I do need to stream
Monster Prom
Prom.
is just fun. Because I had my birthday party with my friends just a couple days ago, and
guys, I have to let you know this.
Yeah.
The NRA just shut down NRA TV.
And fired Dana Loic, yeah.
Yeah, Sean, the Smeghead put it best, and nothing of value was lost.
Oh, real quick, before you leave that particular area, that grassy patch, you can get both Tauros and Tangela, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, and Tauros is a beast in this.
Tauros is a beast.
No, it really is. I know it's the pun, but it's pretty broken in this game as far as its attack stat.
Yeah, but I was playing Monster Prom the other day, at my birthday party with friends, and it is an amazing game to play with friends because especially
I played Monster Prom with Zen. Yeah.
Yeah, it's because me and my friends me and my friends tend to just do voices all throughout the game, and it's just funny as hell because especially
we've been doing that.
I love voicing Polly because I give Holly this kind of voice because she's just this kind of bubbly character, Yas Queen, and it cracks everyone up when I do the Polly voice.
They just put out a summer update today for free.
Okay, nickname for Tentacool.
I cannot hear a cool tent.
Hentai.
Hentai it is.
I mean, I know because one of the trainers in Pokemon Stadium named one of their Tentacool a cool tent, and Chugga Conroy
that's pretty good.
stuck with that name.
Hentai was transferred to Bill's PC.
That's not mine.
But yeah, have any of you seen gameplay for Nidhogg?
No.
Nope.
No, I have not.
It's like a fencing game where the goal is to it's one-on-one. The goal is to get to the end of the map and sacrifice yourself to a giant worm god. It's so much fun, and I just got Nidhogg 2 for $5. I want to play. I also got another co-op game, Dead by Daylight.
I've heard of that.
Basically,
Go ahead.
it's a group of survivors versus one player who's the killer. And apparently playing as survivor is okay, but playing as the killer is fucking amazing because each killer has a unique set of powers, and they have famous movie monsters. You can play as Freddy or Michael Myers or Psycho.
That's cool.
The only one they don't have is Jason Voorhees, because fucking Warner Brothers stole the assets for Dead by Daylight to make Friday the 13th the game. And we know how that turned out. But yeah, like I was listening to
NES game.
Yeah, I was listening to Pat talk about it on Castle Super Beast, and apparently it's just amazing. Hold on, let me look up the list of killers in Dead by Daylight.
I realized most of the indie games that I'm looking forward to that are coming up that haven't been released yet are all like sequels, because I'm looking forward to Freedom Planet 2. I'm looking forward to Honey Pop 2 because I really like the first game. I'm looking forward to the second Monster Prom, obviously. Only real singular release like that's an indie game that I'm looking forward to is Spirit Faro, which is like the one that one game from Microsoft's E3 press conference, and that really caught my eye when seeing it in Microsoft's conference, and yeah, I really looking forward to that game.
Let's see, we have Stephen McMillan, the Trapper, an original one. It's like some of these are gonna be original.
Come on, give me a Tauros. Give me a Tauros.
Max Thompson Jr., the Hillbilly. Let's see. Is Sally Smithson from Silent Hill? So, Michael Myers.
Give me a Tauros. I want a Tauros.
For the record, Tauros are also in the Safari Zone.
Yes.
It's just probably easier to get them here.
Yeah. Fucking Leatherface. Freddy Krueger. Amanda from Saw.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
The Spirit from The Grudge.
Oh,
Ghostface is in this.
The Ghostface Skilla.
Yes.
Just teach you that Wu-Tang ain't nothing to fuck with.
And like, what's awesome about Michael Myers is he doesn't run, but he can stare at you. And if he stares at you long enough, he just instant teleports behind you.
Oh god.
Question.
I would think
what
that would
is
be
what is the encounter rate for Tauros?
Hold on, I'll look it up.
Because I know encounter rates in Gen 1 are bullshit.
Yeah. Pikachu and freaking Viridian Forest, like,
yeah.
it's like 5%. It's like a 5% chance.
It feels like more like 0.0005.
Let's see, Route 21. Pokemon.
Also, there is one thing that I am looking for.
I was wrong about Tauros being in there. Apparently Tauros is only in there in Fire Red and Leaf Green.
Okay, well.
AKA
in the Safari
the
Zone.
better version.
And apparently there's no Tangela in this game.
Rosen?
Wah, 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 wah.
Rosen, you're fired.
I was already fired.
Out of a cannon.
Tangela in this fucking game. Gen 1 sucks so much ass.
Also, speaking of the E3 games I'm looking forward to, I didn't actually see this trailer, but this new game, which I like to call Pretty Chrono Trigger. Not that Chrono Trigger wasn't pretty for the time, but this new game called Chris Tales, this indie game, an RPG that involves time travel with a gorgeous art style. I really want to play that.
Yeah. By the way, I watched John play My Friend Pedro today. That game is fucking amazing! It's like playing a John Woo movie.
Yeah.
Vote for Pedro.
Yeah.
Who's seeking?
Like, have you seen anything for this game, Zena?
No.
It's a Devolver Digital game where you play as a masked, I guess a masked guy who we don't really know anything about, but he's being led by this talking banana to kill people. And like, there's slow motion bullet time. There's
I am a banana.
You can ricochet bullets off of objects and hit people with them. Like, there was one part where there was there were 3 enemies on the second floor, and a frying pan on the first floor. So what John did was shot the frying pan up to the second floor, and then ricocheted the bullets off of the frying pan to hit the enemies.
Yeah, that
It's
does sound very
incredible.
JoJo.
Yeah, you're basically playing as Mista in this game.
But next you'll say, then you can curve a bullet.
Yeah, it's like Wanted done right.
Amazing, so good.
When I first saw the trailer, I'm like, this is what it's like to be inside Deadpool's head.
Kind of.
Now you know. Now do you know what
This would
it's
be an
like?
amazing Deadpool game.
Well, the original Deadpool game was actually pretty good from what I've seen, but still.
Oh yeah, it was. It really, really was.
I've only played half of it.
Yeah, it's really good. Like the full thing is just fucking funny as hell.
It is
just
super
like the
funny.
movies
It's just
and-
one of the things that I would not recommend playing like the whole thing in one sitting though.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's on PC and Switch.
I also
Also,
really like Oh, yep. Go ahead.
Devolver's on fucking fire, because like
Well, you better put them out.
they put out Devolver Bootleg, which like is a legit bootleg version of 8 of their games for $5, and it's permanently on 1% sale. Fucking Carrion looks amazing. It looks like a game where you play as the Carnage symbiote or Notorious Pig.
You mean Notorious
Notorious
Chase?
Chase, yes. And a fucking Enter the Gungeon arcade game. Like a light gun arcade game for Enter the Gungeon.
Oh
Holy
no,
crap.
he has a Magikarp. Oh, I'm so scared.
Yeah, careful. That Magikarp will just freaking evolve into a Gyarados and kick your ass.
Oh, speaking of which, Detective Pikachu, you just gotta give it a little kick. Trying to learn Dream Eater.
Back when trailers for Detective Pikachu was still coming out, I was like so happy because I was like, oh my god, they put Apom in the trailers. That's so cool. And then they gave Apom this like really scary, freaky face, and I'm like, oh my god, what you do to Apom?
Should I teach Dream?
Yes. It's the one good ghost move in this game.
What should I get rid of?
Nightshade. Fuck Nightshade. Nightshade
Yeah.
only does the damage amount of the Pokemon's level, so fuck it.
Yeah.
It'll never do more than 100.
That and the funny thing is, it's not the only good ghost move because Dream Eater is a psychic type move.
Fuck! You kidding me? Still better than Nightshade. Fuck it.
It is.
Alright. I'm still in a dream. Dream Eater. Now to use it. Hypnosis.
Remember Hypnosis first, because it's gotta be asleep.
Yeah, I know. And it woke up.
Alright, I think I'm gonna head out for the night. I'll see you guys later.
Alright. see
Alright,
ya.
peace out.
See ya. I swear, once the stream is over, it's like it's only like 4 p.m. for me right now, but it's like I've gotten very little sleep, so like after the stream, I don't know, I may just doze off.
What I'm probably gonna do is end the stream once I defeat Blaine, because like we're pretty close to Blaine. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of water trainers that I have to beat, but
What I'm really gonna be interested in is then when we do our Pokemon movie streams, is when we finally get to like past Pokemon Heroes and into like Advanced Generation and onwards, because you have not experienced this. Actually, I don't know how. Like, I'm pretty sure you haven't experienced anything from like past Ash, Misty, Brock.
nope.
So it's gonna be interesting to see your reaction to like May, Max, Dawn, and like all the other companions that Ash gains along the way in all these other generations.
It will be interesting to see.
Especially love the name that I came up with, the Pokédex and Chill, and it's like I didn't even come up with it. A friend was like, "Hey, you know how people say Netflix and chill? How about Pokédex and Chill?" And I'm like, "You're a genius. I like it. I'm gonna use that."
Creepy underage sex symbol. You mean Misty?
No, I mean May. Trust me, they put her in more provocative situations a lot more often.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Alright, time to...
I mean, Misty does have the booty shorts, but still.
I mean, she pulls
It's
them
not even
off.
really the. It's not even really the booty shorts. It's fucking suspenders. They put emphasis on the booty shorts.
I do like the booty shorts, though. Not gonna lie, I kind of want to cosplay Misty.
Hashtag Serena best companion. You're not gonna change my mind.
I can't change her mind about a lot of things, so.
Phil is very opinionated. But it's okay, we still like you.
Even when he's wrong.
Aww. Oh, well, too bad for you. I'm never wrong.
Neither am I.
Nah.
Hey, ooh.
That's some shade right there.
Yeah, it's like I'm. Yeah, I do tend to be very quote unquote opinionated. It's like it's the reason why it's very much it comes from the fact that like when I say an opinion, I very much say it like in the fact that like I don't think I am wrong. There are that's not to say I don't think I'm wrong. I'm right about everything because no. If there's one thing I'm not, it's right about everything. Dear God, no, never let me say that I am because that's fucking bullshit. But
Thank you for healing my Pokemon, Mom.
yay, best mom. Except she's not best mom. She's like barely a character in this game.
She's not a character in this game.
She's not a character.
You're a glorified Pokemon center.
Yeah, I just like-
You're not even fucking Mr. Mime. Like, what the hell?
But I would like to let you all, like, I say you all, but it's just the two of you in this call right now. I'd like to thank you guys for putting up with me whenever I am being a little too opinionated every now and again.
It's okay. We just asked for tribute.
I never try to get egregious unless it's something like, here's my rule. Unless it's something that's really toxic and I on a moral level don't agree with at all, I will always like pay respect to like people for having their opinions. Again, unless it's something like that's so toxic that I can't agree with on a moral level, I let people just have their opinions, even if I disagree with them. You know, it's just a movie or a game or a comic. You know, who cares?
In that case, whoever you say is best girl is not best girl.
Oh well, then we're gonna have a little bit of trouble here then. Well, a lot of the people who we think are best girl we agree on. Like Chiaki is clearly best girl in Danganronpa.
Futaba is best girl.
I said Danganronpa, not Persona. But you're wrong because Haru's. Okay, tell me this: Does Futaba have the floof? If she doesn't have the floof, then I'm sorry. Then Haru is better.
Futaba has the quirk.
He has the what? Sorry.
The quirk. She's just too cute. She's quirky.
If there's one thing we can all agree on, it's that in Persona 5, Oya is worst girl.
Yeah, I hate her.
I don't hate her. It's just that I just get to the meme because it's like, how did that even become a meme? That's like, oh, Oya's the worst girl. It's because like
No
she's
one
not
likes
really
her.
anything- Like no one likes her, and yeah, I like her, but it's like she out of comparing all the girls in the game. I'm sorry, but yeah, Oya's kind of worst girl. Sorry.
I know someone who really loves.
It's basically like if someone said.
Turns out I gotta wait on a thing, so I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yay.
It's basically like if someone said, "Let's take drunk Yukiko and make her a character."
Yeah, I mean, like, I like Yukiko, but Ouya is just not my type. I do agree that Hifumi is highly underrated, and more people should like her.
Wait,
Hifumi was originally supposed to be a Phantom Thief member.
what?
Really?
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, that was Hifumi was supposed to be a member around the point where she entered the game, but because the game would have been too fucking long at the time and the development would have had to be delayed even more, she was cut she was cut out of being a Phantom Thief member and she was just made a regular confidant.
I wonder if they're gonna add her into the Persona Royal.
Not likely, because they're already adding Kazumi, I think her name is. They're already adding her into the game, and because of that, it doesn't seem like there's any sign of Hifumi being added as a Phantom Thief.
You mean lovely thigh girl?
Yeah.
I love her thighs.
Usually I get on developers' ass. Usually I get on developers' asses for over-sexualizing teenage girls, but in this case they're not, because
She's a dancer.
Yep, she's a dancer, and that just absolutely makes sense. I mean,
I was
it
like,
would be
she's a gymnast.
it'd be what if it would be one thing, like, yeah, she's a gymnast. It would be one thing if they like purposely went out of their way to like. It would be one thing if they purposely went out of their way to like, you know, expose her midriff or like make other like adjustments to the design to like really expose like the sexualized parts. But they're just exposing her thighs, and like when actual people like who are practicing gymnastics in real life, to the point where like even 5-year-olds wear the same kind of leotards.
Everyone wears
don't think it's
leotard.
Everyone wears leotards in
It's a thing.
gymnastics.
Eventually, I'll wear a leotard.
Yay!
Damn it, rep.
God, I hate how rapid fire spin works in this game.
Oh, they're the worst.
They're so
We
bad.
can't fucking do anything.
And on on today sucks, we have that.
Gen 1's major problems.
The attack continues. I fucking know.
Want to play Gen 1? Just play Fire Red and Leaf Green. You'll have a much better time.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, I was actually going to mention, and Fire Red and Leaf Green, they did kind of compromise with the whole multiple regions thing. Because there is actually a new set of islands in Fire Red and Leaf Green that are basically a little piece of Kanto. Because they allow you to trade with Ruby and Sapphire if you complete a bonus quest.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
That's all you have to fucking do. It's the easiest thing in the world, and I'm amazed people are fucking it up this bad.
And in there, starting it around there, they started giving. They started giving Team Rocket a bit more additional development. Like, they dropped hints that Silver was supposed to be Giovanni's grandson.
Which would be really cool.
Which they went with in the Pokemon Adventures.
Yeah, I was
You
about
should
to
read
go,
it, but still.
not even just Pokemon Adventures. Like I thought it was just fully confirmed canon because of the Pokemon Generations anime.
Well, yes, that, and there were events in the game that involved you using Celebi to travel through time, and you saw Giovanni interacting with him. So that was pretty cool.
Oh, I have nostalgia for Celebi just because of Pokemon Forever. Objectively, not a very good movie, but I don't give a shit that movie defined my childhood. No, it didn't define my childhood. I'm just pulling shit out of my ass, but it was a very...
I never saw Forever. I did see Jirachi Wishmaker.
I haven't actually... Okay, that's going to be the one very interesting part about going through all the Pokemon movies. I actually haven't seen a lot of the Pokemon movies. Jirachi Wishmaker is actually one of them, so I'm actually very interested to see Jirachi Wishmaker, because I actually have not
I mean, it
seen
has
that one.
May in a bikini.
Oh god.
No, that's actually
Ken, dude.
that's actually in Lucario and the Mystery of Mew, which otherwise is a very good movie, but still.
Apparently Jirachi Wishmaker is a Max movie, which I like Max more than other people, so I'm interested to see how they develop his character.
I don't want to ruin it for you in advance, because for me, Jirachi Wishmaker is possibly the most boring of the Pokemon movies.
Well, not as boring as Giratina, because fuck Shaman.
No, Giratina was at least actively pissed me off because I hated Shaman so much. Cause
yeah, if there's one thing I know about like the later movies, it's that the Giratina movies, like a lot of people hate it because of Shaman. So, yay! Can't wait till I get to that.
Yeah, the funny thing is, in Japanese, it was actually called Shaman in the Sky Bouquet, so it wasn't originally supposed to feature Giratina. I mean, it does, but it's not in the title of the movie, so at least it lets you know better what you're getting into.
You know what I don't like that they started doing with later Pokemon movies is that they stopped doing like character-based movies, because like two of the because from my understanding two of the Advanced Generation movies are actually based on Max and May individually, and they just stopped doing that eventually.
Yeah, and in Pokemon Ranger, the whole movie was about her until Ash saved the day in the end.
And it's like come the Kalos and Unova movies, it's just like, you know, Iris and Serena just kind of in the background just going, we're here too, Ash, we're just gonna tag along and do nothing this entire movie.
We're here for eye candy and swimsuits.
Only on occasion. Surprisingly, they are very restrained with Serena.
Again, you can find them. You can find porn of them aged up if you want.
I really like Serena's Ash outfit. That was cute. I really like Serena's crush on Ash, especially considering the fact that I usually don't like will they won't they plots. I tolerated it more for Serena, and I actually really liked it with Serena because we always knew that they weren't going to become a couple, because like by the end of the X and Y series they have to revert back to status quo.
Yeah.
So
I hate that.
As a crush like plot line, I do like Serena. She's my favorite companion out of all of them.
See, that's what I love about the Pokemon Adventures, because they don't do that. They actually allow the characters to grow up, and they switch protagonists with every new comic.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Now, granted, some of them are kind of annoying, but it's a lot better than just sticking with the same protagonist just because you don't think you can change.
You know, I actually don't mind that, because like you can do changes to the Pokemon anime while still keeping Ash as the main protagonist. Like that's the main big reason why I love Sun and Moon, because it's such a departure from what we've gotten already, and I just love Sun and Moon the anime. I think I'm actually
it's actually interesting.
I'm actually reading up a video called You're Wrong About the Sun and Moon anime, and here's why.
I hate clickbait titles like that. Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I don't mind them as much, because it's like, you know, like, yeah, like first of all, you got to get people to somehow, and if you have like a very articulate title like Pokemon Sun and Moon, the underrated anime, then like you're not gonna get as much, like, you know, traction, especially for like smaller channels. You kind of need that traction. But second of all, I focus on the actual content in the video, which is why clickbaity titles like that don't really bother me. It's like, well, okay, as long as the video is good, I don't really care about clickbaity titles, but that's just
It's almost like YouTube's algorithms are bad.
Yeah. Maybe people wouldn't have to resort to clickbaity titles if YouTube's algorithm.
YouTube's bad, okay?
But I wanna make a video about it, because like so many people, even to this day, are still butthurt about the Sun and Moon anime, and I just want to make a video talking about why they are wrong, because it is very, very good. And also, Mother's Basement's video is not up anymore, so you know, I gotta fill the void somehow.
There's so many swimmers in this area.
Yeah, Mother's
Showpro copyright claimed him along with Suede and most of my videos.
Yeah, Showpro is a bitch, and like they took down Mother's Basement's video on this whole thing.
Staryu, stop getting hard. These Pokemon need to stop being hard. It's gross.
Video on the Evangelion OP.
What about the Evangelion OP?
F2 put out a video on it.
Oh yeah, Mother's Basement. Yeah, I saw that actually. Yeah, I agree with him. Basically, point for point that he makes. He's like, yeah, this is basically just my interpretation. I'm like, dude, your interpretation is basically the closest thing to. It's the closest thing to the right interpretation. Although with Evangelion, I don't think there is necessarily a right interpretation. But what Mother's Basement basically
aside from
referred in that video.
Shinji bi as hell.
Yeah.
Fun fact: starfish don't have brains, just like Patrick. Patrick
Well, yeah,
Star.
that's why.
Oh boy, 3 a.m.
The machinations of my mind.
No,
are
it's the inner machinations of my mind. During
yes. Yeah, sorry, I got that line wrong.
All right, now it is time for me to head out again. I
All
don't
right,
feel
see ya.
Okay, bye.
But no, they really don't have brains. They just have nerves throughout their body that allow them to function, but they don't have like a central nerve processor like we do.
Creepy.
And the cool thing is, they don't. I don't know if they have blood, but they move by processing seawater throughout their system by basically using it to extend the suction cups on the bottoms of their bodies in different directions that allows them to move any way they want. So I always thought that was pretty cool. I know it's not knowledge that would be useful to me in any way because I'm not Jotaro Kujo, but still.
I'm going to use this knowledge in my stand.
So fun fact, in the background, I've just been scripting my next video, which is actually, funnily enough, to keep on topic, I'm scripting a top 15 favorite Pokemon because I figured I gotta start talking about Pokemon in some way, and why not talk about my favorite Pokemon? One of my picks is Vanillux, and here's what it's the shortest paragraph ever. Here's what I have to say. Yep, this isn't a troll pick. I legitimately love Vanillux, and I can't even articulate exactly why. Maybe it's the always cool ice aesthetic, pun intended. Maybe it's the cute chimney on the side of his right head. Maybe it's the spikes that give him a cool, some good symmetry. Or maybe, once again, it's those dopey faces. What can I say? I love silly and cute Pokemon. They're my kryptonite. I don't have anything else to say. Vanillux is just freaking adorable, and I'll fight you on that. Hashtag precious ice cream Pokemon.
I kind of stick up for the Vanillite line a little bit because people tried to use it to prove that Pokemon is running out of ideas. But
screw those people. Vanillux is precious, and I'll fight you on that.
I love the Pokemon that's a sword.
The problem is, pure ice types really aren't that good in battle. They have so many weaknesses.
I made it. I made it. Woo!
If the Vanillite line was better in battle, I'd probably use one on my team just to troll people. And the thing is, another Pokemon that so many of those people love to make fun of, the Trubbish line, those are actually really good tanks. So
yeah, I stand Trubbish. Trubbish is amazing.
It looks like a cute little trash bunny when it's in base form, and when it's evolved, it's
I'd rather have Trubbish than Muck. I'm just saying.
I mean, I don't know what the point was of them making Muck rainbow when it was in Alolan.
Alolan Muck is weird. I like the Alolan forms. Alolan Ninetales is my favorite Pokemon, but it's Alolan Muck is weird.
Well, Alolan Muck is what happens when you pour gas and oil and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say Muck is what happens combined. Muck is what happens when the gay community gets toxic.
Oh, I'm just posting in the Zen game chat. I'm posting my Gen 1 team, the Gen 1 team that basically my personal Gen 1 team I always use, which is
Pokemon Lab.
Yeah, the Gen 1 team I usually use is Blastoise, Butterfree, Ninetales, Kadabra, Flareon, and Ginga.
Hello there, do you want to trade your Golduck for Rhydon? Nope. I found this very strange fossil in Mount Moon. I think it's a rare prehistoric Pokemon. Do you have a Growlithe? I want to trade for Dugong? No thank you. Like, a lot of these Pokemon you can just catch easily.
Yeah.
What's this?
Now some in-game traits are actually worth it because it's like the only way that you can get certain Pokemon. Like, I think Mr. Mime was an in-game trait in Gen 1, and so was Jinx. But you can't really justify a lot of these because you can catch a lot of these in the wild. Like, oh my God! Getting back to Gen 4, how trollish was it for that person that in-game trade for a Haunter, and that person gave it an Everstone, so it didn't evolve when it was traded. Just like, fuck you.
What do you have to say? Cinnabar Jim's Blaine is an odd man who has lived here for decades. Scientists conduct experiments in the burned-out building. Alright, that's where you can... I'll work on that later with fossils and stuff. That'll be next. Oh god, it hurts my eyes. What is this?
Oh yeah, this town always hurts. So fucking...
What is this place? Oh look, Grimer.
Have you seen what Blaine looks like already?
No.
Well, I'll wait until you get to him, but I have something to say about his design.
Oh, Blaine's design has just got better and better as time has gone on.
Well, I was gonna say he's a bald guy with a huge mustache, so you're basically fighting Dr. Eggman.
I am the Eggman.
Alright, Grimer is caught.
The Eggman.
New Pokédex data for Grimer.
That Grimer looks like it's doing gang signs. Like,
yeah. Made of hardened sludge.
That Grimer is on Team Skull.
Yo. It smells too putrid to touch. Even weeds won't grow in its path.
Yeah, so basically, Blaine in this game is just Dr. Eggman. So you just go up to him to do your gym battle, and he just goes, "I've come to make an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog's a bitch-ass motherfucker."
He my wife. Now eat a super laser piss.
Except I'm not gonna piss on the moon. I'm gonna go. No wait, I'm not gonna piss on the earth. I'm gonna go higher. I'm pissing on the moon. How do you like that, Obama? I pissed on the moon, you idiot.
What's a good nickname for Grimer?
The Blob.
I have a lot of names for it, but they're pretty dirty, so I'm not going to use them.
How about... Let's see if it fits first. It fits. Trash waifu.
Ah, trash waifu.
So it's Monica.
Pretty much. So what is this place anyway?
This is the old Pokemon lab. This is where they clone Mewtwo.
Oh, the burn lab. Okay.
Not the one from the movie where Mewtwo totally killed a bunch of scientists and 4Kids somehow didn't censor it.
They're dead! They're dead, I tell ya!
Oh, they're just sleeping. They all went on vacations.
They're okay.
The fire town of the burning desire.
You just mentioned 4Kids, and since I've been on an Evangelion binge, since I've been on an Evangelion high right now, I just think of like that fan-made Evangelion 4Kids opening.
I like the 4Kids kill when somebody made.
Oh yeah, the freaking
oh wait, the door to Blaine's gym is locked?
Yeah, you gotta go into. I think you have to find the key in the Pokemon lab.
All right.
Back to the lab again. Not again. Back to the lab again.
Back to the lab again.
This is a story about a boy named Shinji living in the flooded
No more
streets
room
of
for
New
items.
Orleans.
Fuck! Now I have to go. Oh, I hate this item management system.
Yeah. In later games, your backpack would be divided up into different
Yeah.
several items.
It's much better in later games.
Plus, they also got rid of the inventory limit. So yeah.
It's like, why is there a limit? I need all these items.
Because they couldn't fit it all into one cartridge. It was just too massive for the cartridge to contain.
Cartridges have come a long way. Now look at the
Yeah.
Switch cartridge and the Vita cartridge.
Yep.
Yeah, but this was a Game Boy cartridge, so yeah.
Which are notorious for freaking, corrupted save data.
Not just corrupted save data, but losing battery backups.
I mean, you are in the right area for it. This is where you get missing no, if you know how to.
I don't know if I want to do it on this playthrough. Maybe like.
Nah, don't.
Ooh, Growlithe! Growlithe! Yes! Growlithe is my favorite fire Pokemon in this gen. He's so fluffy!
I personally always go for.
I'm gonna die!
I personally always go for a Flareon, but that's just me.
Oh, it killed it.
Ah.
You old yeller did.
Oh god. It was a level 30, so I figured, okay, just like a simple slash move. Because otherwise, I thought I was gonna kill it, but he's too strong for balls. He's too strong for my balls. Good thing I won't have these balls for much longer.
Yeah, thank.
They'll be inert.
Alright, let's get rid of some items. Bill. This S is PC.
Shinji's friend Ray knows how to bust a cap, but when she's not fighting Alien, she's taking a nap.
Some of these stuff I can actually use, so let's use them. Item. Okay, I don't want to waste PP up.
I just like all these people. I just like all the people making like freaking 4Kids edits because it's like, as much as I don't mind 4Kids compared to other people, I just like it's funny. It's so funny just to see people just make fun of 4Kids and like, how would anime nowadays look if 4Kids was still in the run?
What does Carbos do again?
Carbos raises speed.
Pikachu.
Oh, I thought. Never mind. It lagged. So
Let's see. X accuracy. Oh, I can't.
That's a battle item. You can only use it
Toss.
once and then it's gone. So.
I love how for everyone else you just have a nickname, and for Pikachu, no, it's just Pikachu in massive capital letters.
Oh yeah, that's because that was back when I wasn't going to do nicknames, and now I'm just like, you know what, fuck, we're getting tons of nicknames anyway.
My diamonds, they say Pikachu.
I can't wait till I get Let's Go Eevee along with my Switch, sometime at the end of the week or early next week.
Alright, I'm gonna heal my Pokemon. I'll deposit some more items. And then we'll go to the lab that they were going to give me items in. We'll go back to the lab again.
Not again.
Alright. Deposit TM46. TM3. I don't need a card key. Oh wait, no, I'm going to need the card key because I saw a wall that might have use for it. TM26. I think that's good for now. I'll just withdraw the card key. Alright. Back to the lab again.
He messed up.
Back to the lab again. You messed up.
Yeah.
I love how Sword and Shield is having another female professor, and this time it's an old wise female professor, which is nice.
TM35, what's that?
I don't remember.
Metronome.
They changed it. Yeah, they changed the numbered TMs every generation, so it's impossible to keep track.
Which sucks. But yeah, so Metronome, which is a good move, but I prefer when Togepi has it.
Yeah, I mean, Metronome can be a good move, but it's random. So
It can potentially be a good move. It has the potential to do good. Wild Grimer appeared. Man, this place is infested with rats.
Someone call the exterminator.
No, I never got the appeal of some of these Gen 1 Pokemon, like Raticate, for instance. It's like...
Raticate is very powerful when it uses Bite. That's the thing, like, it's not an appealing design for me, but it does have very strong moves.
I think the only thing that's appealing about the Raticate line is that they can learn Super Fang, which cuts the HP in half.
The only thing that ever gets talked about really with the Rattata line is the freaking name. More specifically, the first evolution's name. It's like, how do you pronounce it? Rattata, Rattatat. That's all that really ever gets brought up. But otherwise, it's one of the filler. It's basically what I like to call one of the filler Pokemon of Gen 1, because every generation has those.
That in Alola, it looks like its Mexican cousin.
Rattata is just cute. Like, it's not very useful, but it's a good starting Pokemon.
Although...
I had the same kind of reaction like with a friend.
You need a different key for it.
Oh, you need a different key, damn it.
I had the same kind of reaction with a friend of mine, because he's like, why do you use a Butterfree on your Gen 1 team? It's useless after Brock. And I'm like, you're useless after Brock.
Your mom's useless after Brock.
Your mom's useless after Brock.
Well, you went with Chikorita instead of Cyndaquil. Oh, fuck you, dude.
I mean, I always try out all the starters eventually, but I did go with Cyndaquil.
I did too for the longest time, but the thing is, everyone goes with Cyndaquil for, like, so I decided for one playthrough, screw it, I'm gonna go with Chikorita this time, and then...
No, this isn't a key door, I don't think, or at least you don't get the key right away.
Oh.
There's a switch somewhere in the mansion that allows you to switch around which doors are open and closed.
Oh, God.
You have to do a lot of finagling with it.
Fuck.
Yeah, but, like, eventually I decided, you know what, I'm sick of using Cyndaquil. I'm gonna use one of the other two starters. I use Chikorita, and bada boom, Bayleaf is now my favorite Pokemon of all time.
Alright, I'm gonna use Ember, because that won't kill it.
Yeah, I like to try all the starters, but the thing is, I usually end up going water, just because Surf is so useful.
Funnily enough, the only water starters that I made Gen the Squirtle in Gen 1, and then funnily enough, like 6 gens later with like Gen 7, I do Popplio.
Yeah, Popplio is great. The thing is, with my latest Ultra Moon run, I'm actually making a team of Pokemon that I never use. I started with Litten, and I kept
damn it!
And I kept catching Pokemon that I don't normally use on a team, but are still useful. So I've got a whole new team of weird.
Yes, I got a Growlithe. I have the fluffy pooch fire dog. Growlithe puppy. A Pokemon with a friendly nature. However, it will bark fiercely at anything invading its territory. Do you want to give a nickname to Growlithe?
Also, fun fact, Arcanine was actually a precursor to the legendary beasts in Gen 2. Because in the Pokedex, Arcanine is still known as the legendary Pokemon. And even though it's not a legendary, you can evolve it. But it used to be a legendary Pokemon back when they were first designing it. So that's probably kind of the reason why we have Entei, Raikou, and Suicune next game.
Nice. And I'm nicknaming him Good Boy.
Yeah, I love the Growlithe line. It's one of my favorites.
I love Growlithe.
I never really cared. I never really cared about Growlithe, but like he's cute. I compared to other Pokemon in
A
Gen
secret
1,
switch. Press it. Who wouldn't? All right, I press the switch.
You just switch. I think that just switches around what doors are. Yeah, it switches around which doors are open and which are. So now you can move around a little more.
I can't remember their names, but like what are you guys referring in terms of the Sword and Shield legendaries?
I haven't seen them yet.
I think the only ones that we've seen are the Sword Dog and the Shield Dog, and in which case, in which case I prefer the Sword one because it reminds me of the Dark Souls boss.
First thought I had, funnily enough, was Zoro, because I see a dot, like I see someone with like a sword in their mouth, and my mind just instantly goes Zoro. So
well, he's the only he's like one of the only. Well, I mean, other characters have carried their swords on their on occasion, but Zoro is the only one regularly. like Samurai Jack ended up carrying his sword in his mouth a lot when he was like climbing a mountain or something.
But then again, he couldn't lose his sword. Okay, so I can't go any further that way.
Overall, I'm leaning more to the Shield legendary because I like how the main is basically a shield.
Yeah. I mean, we can all agree that Wooloo is one of the best.
Wooloo is best Pokemons.
So yeah, right now I'm basically leaning towards Shield, but it's all gonna really come down to like what Pokemon is exclusive to what version.
And I fucking love Corviknight. Like that's going on my team. I mean, it may be the game's Uber, but but it's still a badass looking bird. Like, speaking of Gen 4, like the funny thing is the starter Pokemon I think they felt bad for the starter Pokemon that you could get in the first few generations, because the first few Pokemon that you can get as you keep going through generations, I think they kept steadily getting more useful.
Yeah.
Because
Fire Spin!
Because freaking Starly, the Pidgey clone from Gen 4, you can evolve it into a bird that's a really good attacker. Like it can freaking learn close combat, and that's just awesome. Like I regularly use Staraptor on my team when I go back to Gen 4. And my favorite Pokemon, one of my favorite Pokemon actually does come because one of my favorite Pokemon has been Luxray for a long time.
Luxray is great. Like Gen 4 has some of my favorite Pokemon. Like I love Luxray. I love Staraptor. Staraptor, like the Starly line, is basically my favorite bird Pokemon line. Like
The
nothing's
favorite
really
Pidgey
compared.
clone, basically.
Yeah, well, I don't really even like Pidgey, if I'm being completely honest. I just thought Pidgey's design was always kind of boring, if I'm being perfectly honest. I feel like Pidgey's design has kind of been surpassed.
I think the only reason that I liked Pidgeot to begin with is because of Ashes.
Mm,
And even then, he let that one go as soon as it got good. So yeah.
yeah.
Get good, son.
Get good, son. Now, okay, now I'm
And
gonna
the,
leave
and,
because
the,
you're too
and, the,
good.
and the funny thing is, in the first generation, an in-game trade was for Farfetch'd, and you trade it for a Spearow. And Spearow is a far more useful Pokemon if you're gonna include a flying type on your team.
I never did that trade. I always just, went to catch him. It takes longer, but it's you don't get rid of a good Pokemon.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gen 4 has some bitchin' Pokemon that I really, really like. It introduced me to like both Leafeon and Glaceon, which are two of the best evolutions.
I
See, my
defeated a
favorite's
Burglar.
See, my favorite's always going to be Espeon, because it got me through Gen 2's Pokemon Stadium when I knew nothing about any of the gym leaders. So
Espeon's really, really good. My favorite evolution is just Sylveon. Sylveon stole my heart the moment I saw her.
oh, my boyfriend loves the fairy type, and he really loves Sylveon as well. So
I just love it. It's a trans stan. It's awesome.
Yep. Transtan the Pokemon.
The Pokemon man. What is this?
Yeah, but Gen 4 also had like a bunch of. They introduced a lot of like next evolutions.
burn
for a
that
lot of,
sludge.
I
Yeah,
found
they-
a diary. Let's read it. July
Ooh,
10th, we
diary.
christened the newly discovered Pokemon Mew.
Yeah, I could never find the books in the right order because by the dates you can tell what order you're supposed to read them in. But the thing is, I always found them out of order. I think everyone's going to first.
I didn't even know there was an order.
It basically tells the story of the creation of Mewtwo up to the point where it went berserk and destroyed the lab.
And then Detective Pikachu comes in. Saves him. Alright, the random encounter rate is a little bit too high.
And it's a little weird because we know now that Mewtwo was cloned from Mew, but the way they put it in the first generation of games is that Mew gave birth to Mewtwo, which that's not how cloning works.
Mommy?
Do you have any repels then?
No, I don't. They take up space in my inventory.
Fair enough.
Alright, what's this say? July 5th, Guyana, South America. A new Pokemon was discovered deep in the jungle. So,
Yeah, that's another funny thing about the newer generation of games. They try to pretend that. See, in the old generation, it was very much Pokemon was part of our world, but now they retcon it so that no references to the real world exist. Like if there's a reference to an animal, it's always going to be a Pokemon, and there are no references to real world locations.
Yeah, like
Sway-
Kanto's based off an actual place in Japan called Kanto.
Yeah, and Kalos is France, and Unova is New York. So
Yeah, no. It's Unova's not New York. Unova is Americaland.
America Land.
it's Japanifornia.
No, that's where Ace Attorney takes place.
Yep.
Alright.
San Fran-
It's San Francisco,
San Francisco.
like from Big Hero 6.
Yep. And then
You might not want. I know
and then
you-
Alola is Lilo and Stitch.
basically, and
Ah.
I know battles take time, Zen, but you might not want to run from every one of them, because if you'll notice, all of those Pokemon are around level 40, and Blaine is even higher level, so...
Yeah.
True.
Blaine,
Yeah,
of
this
course,
might-
obviously you can probably figure out from the name, he uses... So you're pretty good with Kamea, but still.
Stop missing.
Yeah, that's the thing with Pokemon. Especially with the earlier games, there's a good chunk of grinding that you gotta do if you want to get your Pokemon to a good enough level.
Yeah, I might end up ending this stream before Blaine then. So what I'll probably do is do a little bit of grinding, try to find the key, and then end it at like 20 minutes from now.
Well, guys, I gotta head out for now. It's been fun, but thanks for having me. But I can't stay any longer.
Alrighty.
Okay.
See you later.
Later.
Bye.
Watch out for snakes.
And then there were two.
Actually, this is probably a good place to stop for now.
Yep. It's fine.
Let me just heal my Pokemon and save. And we'll do more grinding in the Burn Tower later. But everyone's level 39. This S earned 2 badges. We're gonna save. So far we are only 30 hours in, which is pretty impressive considering we haven't streamed that many times. But with that being said, I'm going to cut off the music. I am Zenith, Warrior Princess. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will try to go back to the regular Pokemon Day schedule next time. Here's hoping that, my health issues clear up. In any case, I hope to see you guys Fridays and Saturdays for Kingdom Hearts and the end of Spider Booty DLC and whatnot. So anyway, have a good one, guys.